Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Kay, and today's video is my monthly purchases for November. So I decided to wait a little bit before filming this because I'd ordered a few things on Black Friday and I was just waiting for them to come, otherwise I would only have had about 2 things to talk about. So I waited until today, so now we've got a little basket of goodies, and we've also got this. So the basket of things is all things that I bought throughout the month of November, and like I said, through Black Friday. Now there was a Black Friday deal on Look Fantastic whereby if you spent, I think it was £80, then they would send you a beauty box, which is what this is. So this is actually this is actually December's beauty box for 2018, so last year. I've had a quick peek at the products. I'm going to go through what's in them just in case you don't know and you're interested. But first I'm going to go through the things that I actually bought. So let's get into it. So these are things that I actually technically bought in October, but they didn't come until sort of the end of the first week of November. They actually didn't take that long to get here. I'll get onto that in a minute. But they are McGrath. So I never thought I would be the kind of person that would own McGrath, but if you'd have asked me a year ago, I wouldn't be the kind of person that would own Natasha Denona either. And this year I've bought both. So I think it's fair to say that my makeup obsession has increased. So I bought So I was really interested in the little Blitz Astral quads that she released for the holiday season. If I could have afforded all of them, I would quite happily have bought all of them. But I thought, no, I'll just get one. And then I had to pick which one I preferred. And it was really hard. It was between this one and the rose one. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but that one looked absolutely beautiful, but this one looked like it was going to be more fun. This is the Nocturnal Nirvana quad, and this is what it looks like. So, you've got this one here that is a bit of a duochrome. Obviously it looks green right here, but if you sort of turn it in the light you can see it sort of shifts a bit pinky. I haven't really had too much of a chance to play with them. Well, that's not strictly true. I've had a few chances to play with them. I'm more than happy to wear wild colours for work. I'm more than happy to wear something like this to work. However, they're expensive. I kind of want to save it for a special occasion. But absolutely stunning. I love the colours of them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you very well, but we'll just do a little bit of a swatch of them. So that is what, so that is what they look like on the fingers. So you can sort of see a little bit the shift on that green. That purple is just beautiful. This one I'm in love with, and the gold is just a really nice gold. I've never used anything quite like it. If you don't know much about McGrath, she does some large palettes. They're like £100 and something each. Unless I have some kind of windfall, I can't justify buying something like that. But in those palettes there's normally 4 shades in them that are called her special shades, and these quads are basically the special shades. So when I saw that these were available, they were £50 each. Not exactly cheap, but more at a price that I could understand in terms of something that I wanted to try. So let's just see if I can show you this. So that's the gold one, and then you've got turquoisey, purple, and that beautiful green. So again, the same problem as I normally have. My lights are not set up for showing colour shifts, and I'm terrible at swatching, but that's a rough idea of what they look like. But in person they look absolutely beautiful. I'm actually wearing them on my eyes today. I also attempted liquid eyeliner with a little bit of a flick. I'm rubbish with liquid eyeliner, I am rubbish with flicks and cat eyes, so I decided today was a good day to try both, knowing that I had to film. So I apologise if this monstrosity is offending anyone. It offends me too. But it is what it is. I enjoyed having a bit of a play with it. Not thrilled with the outcome, but hey ho. But the eyeshadows themselves, I quite enjoyed having a bit of a play with. Like I said, I'm loving the colours. And out of the quads that were available, this was the one that sort of spoke to me the most. So that's that. And I got these. Now these are 2 lipsticks. They came as part of a bundle with the eyeshadow. I think in total it was £88, I think, in total for the bundle, which meant that there was a saving on something in here, whether it be the palette or the lipsticks. It doesn't really matter, there was a saving. So 2 lipsticks, we've got one in the shade Flesh 5 and one in Elson. So the Elson is this red colour, which is what I'm wearing on my lips today. And then we've got the Flesh 5, which is more of a sort of neutral colour, but still quite dark. Come on, focus. Focus. There you go. So that's those. Again, I've not really played an awful lot with them. I've worn the Flesh one twice, I think, now, and today's the first time that I'm trying this one out. I like it. I think it they feel really comfortable on the lips. That even though they're a matte sort of formula, they don't feel drying. So these are the MatteTrance lipsticks, but like I said, even though they're a matte formula, super comfortable to wear. Haven't really managed to test out the staying power all that well. I've only really worn them for a short period of time before I've had to take them off, so I've yet to try that out properly. But yeah, overall quite happy. Really happy that I'm going to get to try some Pat McGrath. I just wanted to mention as well, I actually bought these from the Pat McGrath website directly. In the UK, I think the only place that you can really get them from a UK seller is from Selfridges. They were more expensive from Selfridges than they were from Pat McGrath. For me, the only reason I could see for ordering them from Selfridges was if I wanted them sort of within a few days. That wasn't really something that I was all that bothered about, so I sort of delved a little bit deeper into the Pat McGrath website to see how much it would cost me, what the shipping costs would be. I was trying to see if there were going to be any customs charges once they got into the country, because they ship from America, and I was quite nicely surprised. So on Selfridges, I think the quads were selling for, £60. On Pat McGrath they were selling for 50. So you might be thinking, oh well, that £10 price difference, that's going to be the customs that they've paid to get it into the country and they're passing it on to the customer. Maybe Selfridges have had to pay customs and they are passing that charge on to the customer. However, no customs. So it clearly stated on the website that over a certain amount, that purchases over a certain amount were free international shipping, and that included customs fees. and I literally went, so £10 less and no customs fees and no shipping fees. Okay. And the only catch I can see is that I had to wait 2 weeks for it to get to me. But it was only 2 weeks. So if you can wait 2 weeks, I would definitely recommend, as a UK resident, ordering from Pat McGrath website directly. If you want them in a few days, sure, by all means go with Selfridges. But if you want to save yourself some money, I had absolutely no issues. They shipped quite quickly. Like I said, I got them within 2 weeks. Really happy with that service. Would definitely do it again if I ever had the money to buy Pat McGrath again. So yeah, so that was the first sort of thing I bought. Quite a big purchase in terms of monetary value, and probably the thing in here that I'm most excited about. Let's be real. But let's move on. So the next thing I bought that wasn't Black Friday was this. So it is the GlySkinCare Argan Dry Oil for Body and Hair. I got this from TK Maxx. Me, my husband and my son went to Chester for the weekend for mine and my son's birthday. Yes, our birthdays are on the same day. No, it definitely was not planned that way. And yes, it is a birthday I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. But anyway, back to it. We went to Chester for the weekend, and the day we got there I realised I had no hair products at all. I'd taken a hairdryer, I hadn't got any kind of serums or oils or anything, and we went into the TK Maxx and I saw this. It was £4.99 for 125ml, and because it was for body and hair, I thought, well, that's cool, because I can use it while I'm away, and then when I go home I can use it for my body as well if I so wish. I have tried it for both. I actually think it works better for the body than it does for the hair. It doesn't leave a residue. It is definitely a dry oil, so that's really good. Hair wise, it kind of got me through the weekend, but it wasn't amazing, but it sort of did what I needed it to do, which was just sort of smooth things down a bit and make my hair look like it was more in condition than it actually was. So yeah, nothing massively exciting, an emergency purchase, but I have used it a few times. I quite like it for the body. And the last thing in here that wasn't a Black Friday purchase was this little set of brushes. So I've got cat hairs on them, that's awesome. So these three, if you're thinking they look a bit weird, that's because I've used them. That's why they look a bit of a different colour to these two here. So let me just show you what they look like there. So you can see these are a bit discoloured, whereas these are quite sort of shiny and new. So the brother-in-law, I kind of left a couple of my eye brushes at the brother-in-law's a little while ago, and realised that whilst I have plenty of brushes and whilst I have plenty of eye brushes, I don't really have very many of sort of these type. So you've got this sort of shape here and this small little detailing shape, and they're from Brushworks, by the way. I saw them on Tesco while I was doing my food shop and I thought they look quite cute. I could do with some emergency brushes for in case I don't have my others. I do now have them back. But yeah, I thought I'd give them a go. Like I said, they do look really, really cool. Haven't tried these two, so I can't tell you what I think of those. But I can tell you what I think of these. I've used them a few times now. This one I actually really like. I can't tell you what they're called. It doesn't tell you on the box. It doesn't tell you on the brush itself. But this is generally the kind of brush that I use to either put a colour in the crease, or sometimes if I've put some primer on and I'm using sort of a base colour, I'm using sort of a base shade to sort of just set that, then that is the kind of brush that I would use for that. I really like it. It's really nice and fluffy. It does exactly what I need it to do. That's great. This one is more of a sort of fluffy shader, maybe sort of a blender brush. You can see it's sort of quite fluffy on the end there, but it's quite wide. It sort of flares out a bit. Not a massive fan of this one. It kind of works as a blending brush for me, but as a shader it's just not, it's not dense enough, and even if it was, it's just too big for my eyes. I've got quite small eyes, so I'm kind of using this more as a blender, which is working. I can use it, so it's not a disaster. It wasn't what I intended to use it for, but it's not a disaster. I can still use it. This one, on the other hand, I really don't like it. I really don't. And this is the one that I kind of needed the most. My main issue with it is it's really, really scratchy. So when you do this, it feels like it's probably going to be quite soft and quite nice. But on the eyes, it's just really sharp. So you're trying to do your sort of detailing, you're trying to pat and, you know, put the colour on and sort of put it where you want it, and it just feels like there's something in there just scratching at your skin, and I just don't like it. I also don't think it works terribly well for getting the colour from the pan to your eye. I think for that it's a little bit too soft, but it's scratchy at the same time. Go figure. So yeah, so that one, not really great. But the other two that I've used, okay. And like I said, I've yet to try these. Obviously that's, oops. Obviously that is going to be sort of a brow brush. I wouldn't use it for any kind of eyeliner because it's too thick. It's just too dense or wide on the end. And then that is more of an eyeliner brush. But again, it does look like it's quite thick, so I'm not sure that I would be able to use that either. And again, I don't really use that kind of eyeliner all that often. But I do have my Suva Beauty cake liners. I might give it a go with one of those and see how I get on. But that's that. And then we get on to the things I bought for Black Friday. So I bought this from Moroccanoil. It is the clarifying shampoo. I think it's got rosemary in here. Yeah, there is rosemary in the ingredients. There's rosemary, lavender, chamomile, avocado oil. So when I've used it once, I used it a couple of days ago. You can smell those ingredients, but it's not strong at all. It's really light and delicate. According to the instructions, you use it once every 2 weeks to remove any build-up of hair products and things like that. And that's exactly what I bought it for. I was finding that even though I was using a shampoo that I knew I liked, my hair just felt really sort of and lackluster afterwards. So I thought, I'm going to give a clarifying shampoo a go. Like I said, I've used it once. It seemed to work, but I'm going to test it out a little bit more before I sort of say either way whether I like it or not, but first impressions, seems like it might be okay. And like I said, the scent was not overpowering at all. I actually would have preferred it if it was a stronger scent. So if you're not into scented things but you're looking for a clarifying shampoo and they've all got scents in, this in my opinion is quite light. And then I bought this from EOS, or Evolution of Smooth. So it's the Sweet Mint Lasting Hydration Lip Care. Normally EOS do the little egg-shaped lip balms, but I noticed when I was doing my shopping that they'd got some bullet style lip balms. I actually prefer the shape of these. I quite like the egg one that I've got, the egg-shaped one that I've got, but I feel like it's really awkward when I'm trying to apply it. So I saw these and I thought I'll give it a go. I bought the Sweet Mint one. Possibly not my best move. Mint can be quite a drying ingredient, but we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. And then I just went mint crazy. I bought some bubble tea product, well, 2 bubble tea products. So I've got a hand cream and I've got a hand sanitizer. So they're both in the fragrance Moroccan mint tea. The hand cream is a reviving hand cream. Refreshing peppermint infused with white jasmine and sweet spearmint enhances your senses to energise and revive. It says don't drink me on the side. I guess some people might want to try. And then obviously the hand sanitizer, same scent, same deal. I've nearly finished the hand sanitizer that I received in a glossy box, I think, a few months ago. I put it in my pocket for work, so if I need it at work, it's sort of handy. It's a nice size to fit in there, but like I said, it's nearly finished. So I was looking for another one. I wanted something that was a bit different to a normal bog standard alcohol scented one, so I thought I'd give this a go. I did also buy my husband a Christmas present. I bought him a fragrance, and that actually was the biggest bulk of the cost in my basket. And I also bought my mum some toiletries as well, some CeraVe things and some Yes to coconut stuff, which I'm not going to show you, but all of those products sort of added up to just over the £80. And because I'd spent £80 on Black Friday, I got the beauty box. When it came, I opened it up. I realised it was a previous beauty box, and it is from December 2018. As you can see there in the corner there. I'm guessing that these products have probably been sitting in this box for at least a year. So I'm thinking I might want to try and use them sooner rather than later. There was also an Elle magazine in there, also from December 2018, tiny bit out of date, but it's not really my sort of magazine anyway, so it doesn't really bother me too much. And then same setup as a normal beauty box, which, if you don't know what the Look Fantastic beauty box are, if you don't know what the Look Fantastic beauty boxes are, by the way, I'll leave a list of my playlist. I'll leave a link to my playlist somewhere up above somewhere, so that you can go and check out the unboxings that I've done, and you can get some sort of idea about what they are and how they work. But this is what was inside, and it smells amazing. So there's a This Works Deep Sleep Pillow Spray in here. I've now got about 3 of these, so I really need to start using them. I keep forgetting to use them. I really need to start sort of using it as part of my routine. There is a brow pencil from Karl, Lagerfeld and ModelCo. So I'm guessing that was a collaboration. I haven't actually looked at it. I literally just opened the box to see what was in it. I was curious. And that is what, whoops, that is what that looks like. So let's just see if we can find a spare space. Okay, so that is what that looks like. So it's quite light, not sure that's going to be the right sort of colour for me. It says it's a brow pencil. Let me just double check. Yeah, so it does say it's a brow pencil, but that to me looks much more like an eyeliner. But I think I'm just used to having brow pencils now that have got the spoolies on the end. But I'll give it a try, but I do think that that might be a bit too light for me. Leave that out. Then there was a Grow Gorgeous product, and it's the Scalp Detox. So it's an exfoliating pre-wash treatment. Use 1 to 2 times a week before cleansing hair. Wet hair, apply a generous amount to scalp. Use fingertips to massage the product all over the scalp. Leave it for a few minutes. Allow the cooling sensation and purifying properties to detoxify the scalp. Thoroughly rinse and cleanse your hair using Grow Gorgeous cleansing conditioner or shampoo. Well, I won't because I don't have them, but I'll give it a go. I'm happy to try that. Beauty sponge. I've just had one in my Glossy Box advent calendar, which you can see behind me, and I'm happy to have this one as well. I'm always in need of makeup application tools, and even if I'm not in need, I like to have them anyway. So yeah, that's cool, and it's a really nice colour as well actually. I really like that colour. There's a Hydra Veil primer from Illamasqua. I have one of these already, and considering when I got that, I was really excited because I was really eager to try it because I'd heard it was quite nice. I still haven't tried it, so I now have 2. So hopefully when I do get around to trying it, it'll be good. So next we've got a Dr. Botanicals product. Come on. And it is the Pomegranate Superfood Brightening Eye Serum. I do have another Dr. Botanicals product in this particular range, fragrance. I don't think it was an eye serum, but I could be wrong. I haven't tried it yet. I've had a lot of things this year that I've not tried yet. So I have plans for next year to try and use some things up so that I don't just keep adding to the collection without sort of using up the old things. But I'll get onto that in another video, hopefully coming very, very soon. But yeah, eye serum, I'm happy to have it. So yeah, so all of these little products then, obviously I haven't paid for them. Obviously they're little extras, they're sort of a bit of a bonus really. So if I'm not thrilled by them, if I'm not excited by any of them, I'm not really that upset. It's not really like I bought all the things that I bought just so that I could get the box. All the things I bought were things that I either wanted to get, like Christmas presents, or things that my mum had got on a list of things that she wanted me to try and get hold of for her. I think maybe the only things that I bought that I didn't necessarily need immediately was the hand cream and the lip balm. But in reality, I think the hand cream only cost me about 90p. So it really didn't add a lot to the cart, and the same with the lip balm. I think that was only a couple of pounds as well. So that box really is just an added bonus. So I can't be disappointed with it. it wasn't something that I set out to get. So that is everything I bought in November. If you've got any thoughts on anything that I've shown you today, maybe you've tried some of the things, maybe you want to try some of the things, just leave a comment in the box down below for me. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.